and Brian's a dope. That
he
being
drives
said,
the wrong car.
the music's playing right now. Oh.
Yeah.
Is that the right timing? I don't know.
Hopefully.
Music's playing over.
Editing.
It
Cody's
sounds
still dancing.
really good. See,
Be
what you
great
got
if there's no music
The
going.
thing is about podcasts is that they're meant to be edited to the point where it takes way too long to work on them.
Yeah.
You don't just shoot it and then let it rip. You
No, it
gotta
takes
put 'em
hours and hours. of
hours and
editing.
hours, and it's just that's how you do it these days. That's
Oh.
how you got to do the podcast. Welcome back to another episode of the Wanger Show.
Welcome back, Josh.
Episode.
Oh.
Welcome, Hashtag Josh Macuga for Jeopardy. Right down there, right there and there, over there.
Over here.
It's
Hit a
happening.
button.
They're making an
This way.
announcement. They're making an
It's
announcement.
huge.
What is it? Are they announcing it?
I don't know. I gotta. So when does this air again? When do we
This
air this?
airs on Wednesday.
Wednesday
or
to the
Tuesday. If you're a
public.
patron, $1.
You've already you're $1.
So today we're recording it on a Monday.
Yes.
Is the season premiere of season 35. Episode
Holy
Are we
shit.
taking you away from the season premiere? Of Jeopardy?
You are, but you know what?
Holy
Because
shit.
I love you guys so much,
I am so sorry.
I'm willing to put it on hold. I'm going to go home, watch it, and do a reaction video to this season.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
Oh, you
I-
never.
my-
How great would that be?
Well, I'm going to
Ooh.
start doing basically after each episode of Jeopardy, at least when I'm available to do it, is I'm just going to do a reaction video to what I thought of it. Just throw it up on my YouTube channel or up on Twitter and just be done with it.
And
Nice.
you can
Just
make
live to
maybe
tape.
you can make reaction videos like fun,
Yeah.
as opposed to two people just staring blankly at a trailer.
Ooh,
oh, that
Paul.
was cool.
Oh man, is that
Wow.
Robert De Niro? Neat.
Oh, is that Ghost? So
Shh, don't
I'm
talk,
very
I'm trying to watch it.
yes, yeah. I'm trying to
Shut
watch.
the fuck up.
Shut your fucking face. I missed it. I missed it,
Thanks.
Cody.
Thanks.
I
You don't
missed-
even watch trailers.
God.
No, I know. I'm just making fun of trailer reactions. in
Oh, okay.
general. But
And-
um.
But I thank you guys for having me on. I
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
appreciate
of
it.
course. No,
glad
yeah.
you're here.
I wouldn't want anybody else. Or maybe Ken Knapsack. But yeah, you too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
both of us.
Maybe we'll get Ken next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to like sneak you guys away for an afternoon. Take a
I would
long
love
lunch.
to be on the afternoon.
Take a long lunch.
Yeah, we could take a lunch. No one's gonna notice. It'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
We got 4 mics in there, so it's no big
We
deal.
got 4 mics.
We've
Cool.
also talked about doing a because I think it's like October 18th is the season premiere of Jessica Flash and the Green Bulb.
Oh.
Uh,
it's a
season
big-
yes.
3.
I'm on the
yes.
countdown clock.
It's at 6:36
Central time.
Central.
The Western
Central
one's kind of all
Eastern.
over the place. They change it around.
Kinda
Central
depends.
Eastern
Yeah.
Western.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, because
Big
I-
cliffhanger last season.
Huge.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
mean, Terry came out, and then Billy. The new character Billy is my favorite.
Not a fan of Billy.
No?
They kind of just forced him in there.
Billy
you
Shaw?
know?
Well-
he just came in there shining like, you're not the Bulb, dude. You're not the Green Bulb.
No,
Yeah.
and you know, I'm not really a big fan of the casting of
Yeah.
Yeah.
who they put in Billy.
Yeah.
And I also don't think like his superpower just being the ability to hover.
I wouldn't even call
It's
it a
weird.
superpower.
It's
No,
weird.
No.
It's weird.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, is it even a power?
No,
I don't
it's
think
just
so.
a thing that he's kind of
It's
dealing
more of like
with.
a David Blaine magic trick.
You know?
than it
Exactly.
is a superpower.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
David-
does kind of stare at the camera during his scenes, too, I've noticed. He's just like,
Like
Yeah.
a
as
little
he's
weird.
floating. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Unless you're gonna break the fourth
Yeah.
wall. You know what I mean?
And nobody's ever broken the fourth wall in
No.
the show before.
No. And I don't want to spoil anything. Not for anybody out there.
But we got a
Spoiler
screener.
alert up.
But that ending.
Oh, that ending.
I mean,
Man. Look out for that. Look
audio
out
only
for
listeners. I'm
that.
sorry that you couldn't witness.
They heard
that.
it. They heard the
Holy shit! I can't even fucking believe it. So
your
It
strobe
shocked
light,
the world.
Your strobe light situation here.
yeah,
Wow.
yes.
I mean,
Lights out.
yeah. Yeah.
Don't want to spoil anything.
I mean,
I don't need to do it again.
My
Okay.
goodness. My goodness.
I
But yeah,
mean-
so we've been working on that.
Yes.
And I've also, and I kind of feel like the always a bridesmaid, never a bride kind of situation.
Okay.
Is I've been promised a Bad Boys 2 audio commentary,
Yes.
DVD commentary.
I think specifically because here's the thing. I've seen Bad Boys, the first one, like once.
Oh, okay.
And
Two
it's-
is so
it's
much
fine.
better. I love two.
I think we
Yeah.
just. I think it's okay if we skip one and we just go straight to 2.
Yes.
And then if we ever get if it ever happens, if the third one and fourth ones ever happen, then down the line we can just retroact. We do the first one.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Bad Boys 2 is gonna happen.
Start with Bad Boys 2.
We just do Bad Boys 2. I think then we just go straight into it. Just for Matt, and we got to schedule it out.
Honestly, if you want me to, I can just do a full audio commentary of it right now because I've memorized the movie. Okay, so
That would be really funny.
Oh, great
here's
opening
my-
credits here.
yeah,
Josh.
no, well, you start in the club and
Yeah.
there's a guy with D's and the X.
That would be a
and-
fun experiment. That would just be like 2 hours of your time just randomly recording and just hoping that you line up with
Hoping it syncs up somehow.
Yeah.
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 I mean, when you guys were young, doing video stuff was the rage, right?
Yeah. I'd say
Right.
like YouTube blew up in like 2008,
Yes.
2009 maybe.
Yeah.
When did you
Yeah.
graduate high school?
2010.
Okay, so
maybe.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Fuck.
Yeah. So, I mean, we were still using camcorders and having to. We
Yeah.
couldn't edit. There was no editing software or
Yeah.
anything like that. And you were talking about making skateboarding videos.
It's
and,
been
and
editing software
biking.
for a long time.
Yeah,
But
well,
yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I'm saying,
yeah.
on your
No one was
computer.
fucking editing YouTube videos via film.
Nothing
Right.
readily accessible.
You used to
Yes.
have to edit the video on the actual camera.
Oh yeah,
On
I
the
do remember
old
that.
mini
yeah.
DV camera.
And when we did our Jackass videos, it was this giant fucking rig that
Yeah.
the battery was broken. We had to be plugged into the walls all the
Did you ever
time.
do the thing where you're just on a scooter and you just run into a curb? I did that all the time. That was always our go-to Jackass.
Oh,
video. For the Jackass videos. I apologize. I thought it was
that
obvious
just
I was still
I
talking
thought that
about
was like going some.
You guys
ever
ever just bored and you want to just run into a curb on a scooter?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
Cody's
always-
like my 6-year-old niece. Where she's
Yeah.
like, you ever there's a curb with a scooter.
It was a scooter and the bike.
Yeah,
we
bike
we
one.
went off ramps and would run into those like really tall bushes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Dangerous stuff. Don't do it.
We would get the old camcorder out and we'd make BMX videos. And
Yeah.
we made this BMX video and we were watching on the TV at my buddy Donnie's house. Still one of my best friends
Great
to
guy.
this day.
Fucking Donnie.
Donnie.
Yeah,
God,
Donnie's
Donnie's
the best.
great.
Yeah. And we're watching it and his dad comes home from work and we built a dirt jump with a clearance in the middle and a landing
Yeah.
thing, right?
Nice little
and
double
we're,
there.
And we're
Yeah.
laying in the thing. and the
He's jumping
bikes are
over
jumping-
you?
Oh,
jumping over.
yes.
And his dad walks in and he goes, "What you guys been doing?" I'm like, "What the fuck is that? What are you doing?
See?
Give me that camera."
If you would have known,
Yeah.
kept that around, as soon as I sometimes just wish I could time travel just
Yeah.
so right when the video craze started, start just banking a bunch of stupid
Yeah.
weird shit,
Yeah.
and then we'd be famous. We wouldn't have to have a real job.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know,
Crazy.
I'm
that would
telling
have been like
you,
gold right there.
Paul and I always talk about it because right when YouTube started, that's when we started Casual Mafia.
Yeah.
You know, and we did a few music videos and they got a bunch of hits. and then we
The
did a couple.
douchebag
Anthem was the biggest.
is
Almost-
superb.
I mean, almost 800,000 hits now, something crazy
Ooh,
like that. Yeah.
check that out.
Almost as
YouTube.com.
many, almost as
Nice.
many hits as Mike. The kids from It watch me react.
Those
to.
were released the same amount of time.
Yeah.
though.
I
Those
mean,
both been
your
out the
career
same-
path from the
Douchebag.
douchebag anthem to being scared of watching it. I mean,
Come on,
it's all there.
peaks and valleys.
I mean,
Kelsey.
it just speaks Jeopardy.
Thank you.
It really does.
Thank you, appreciate that.
That's amazing.
But Paul and I always talk about it. Had we started the Josh Macuga show right at the same time that we started the Casual Mafia, I think it'd be a whole different ballgame.
yeah,
I
because
mean,
like you
nobody
could've-
was doing
You
that.
could have nobody's doing it. You could have totally done you at the time. I think you were doing
just short
like
sketches.
you were doing sketches, but you're also doing between the sheets like live and how many you did like once a week, right?
No, once a month.
Once a month.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And
Eventually,
the quality
got
wasn't
to,
amazing, but had we started doing, I don't know. I mean, like obviously hindsight is 20/20. But had I
Mm-hmm.
said to myself, I want to do a talk show in my apartment and done it and got it to where whatever,
Mm-hmm.
it would. I think it would have been a whole different ballgame because a lot of those big YouTube channels back then were just like Philip DeFranco speaking into a
Yeah.
no scratch audio, fucking camera,
Yeah.
just into a camera. Yeah, all those
Yeah.
YouTubers, all the shit quality.
iJustine, all them.
All of them, and it's funny when
It's
you
just
see
vlogs.
Yeah, it's all of it was just vlogs, and it was just a way for them to vent because their lives weren't
Right.
as amazing as they wanted it
Right.
to be, and now it just turned into something. Yeah, I think about that shit all the time. And
Right.
Wish I was,
A little, just a
part of it.
little more proactive in my knowledge of the future.
Yeah.
Yes,
If we all just
exactly.
knew more about what was going to happen, I
Oh,
think we'd
yeah.
all be in a better place.
Yeah, like I wish.
Damn you, Marty McFly, you son of a bitch.
Had I known that I was even gonna, I don't know how you fucking like course correct or make it. Like if I don't know, because when I was in high school and shit, I took like one film class and I knew like, oh, I kind of want to do a little bit of this stuff, but I don't know, I was like scared maybe because I thought I'd
Well,
fail
our
or some
parents
shit.
never would tell us, "Hey, follow your dreams," or "You should be a filmmaker" or something.
Yeah.
It's like major in business logistics and get a job.
Yeah, that's one of the issues. It's like you need to get a job that pays. you
Luckily,
know?
like my parents never said, "Don't do that." They were just like, "Oh, okay,
yeah,
that's what you're gonna do.
that's what you're gonna do.
All right, you
You're
know,
gonna-
college is pretty fucking expensive, Cody.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna fucking major in. Okay, all right, let's see how it fucking is."
I
Sorry.
I remember
And
when,
then
it's okay. It's okay.
No, I'm apologizing to my parents.
You're doing good, right? Can we send that clip to your parents right
yeah.
now?
Sorry, Mom and Dad.
I remember there was a point. It was a very low point in high school. No, I'm sorry. My first year in college, where I was in a band and like
Death Cab for.
Which band was this? Was this Redfield or was this?
This was Redfield.
Okay.
Yes.
Was Redfield metal?
It was a metal band.
Okay.
Yes.
Were they both metal bands?
All of the bands I was ever in were metal, except for this one time. I don't remember the name of the band, but we were a little.
Hall & Oates.
Yes, Hall & Oates. He was front cover. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
No,
Nice.
This one time we were kind of like a pop punk band, but we recorded one song. It was shitty.
I was in a
And-
pop punk band.
Yeah.
The Crowns.
The Crown. Ooh, that's a
Terrible
good one.
band name.
The
That's
Crowns?
pretty terrible band name.
That's pretty. It's better than a bloodstained victory. That was my band name
It
in,
kind of
like,
all
middle
depends.
school.
I remember
Yeah.
because I've asked you it a billion times
Yeah.
before, because every time I think about a metal band, like Cobbster, what was that metal band?
Yeah, yeah.
Bloodstained Victory. Oh,
yeah,
sick.
yeah.
Sick.
But no, yeah, there was a point in college where there was like a leave of absence was like a thing you can do, like where you weren't like stripping away, like in college they're like, oh yeah, you can go up to a year of like going away from school and then we let you come back. And I was telling my parents, I was just like, yeah, I'll just do that, and go on tour for a little bit and we'll do album. And they're just like, you're not doing that. And I go to my
Fuck
friends,
that.
I'm like, my fucking parents, and they were right, because we stopped playing after a while.
Yeah.
Just kind of fizzled away.
Here's the thing, because like the Casual Mafia had 12 members at one point. I mean, that's a ton of people.
That'd be a good band name too,
Okay,
by the way.
Casual Mafia.
It sounds like a hip hop band.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had 12 members, and then people started eventually just. That sounded like a phone interference. Let me turn. I'm just gonna put it on airplane mode.
I ain't editing shit.
Yeah, I don't want to be that dude. But 12 people. So the first couple of sketch week, because we would shoot on a weekend, right? We'd shoot like 6 to 7 sketches in a weekend.
Oh shit.
Like they were
yeah.
very, very. Long, kind of grueling weekends, and we were going from like 8 to midnight. Yeah.
Okay.
And we were multiple locations all over the place, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, after the second sketch weekend, we had banked 15 sketches.
Damn, that's how you gotta do it.
So then we started getting together and writing things, and then we put together a third sketch weekend, and we only did probably like 8 sketches that weekend. And then after that, people just started not wanting to do things anymore, right? We played a couple live shows where we sang all of the songs.
Oh, that's
right?
cool.
And they were really popular. Like
Yeah.
people loved them. And then people either just didn't see the future. We had this pitch at an MTV thing, and then it didn't get thrown. And everybody was like, I don't think I want to do this anymore.
Oh.
And then people started leaving, and then before you knew it was just Paul and myself. That was it.
It was like just a little too early.
Yes.
Because I feel like, even now, like, I wouldn't say it's like too late now. I don't know, because I feel like the sketch thing has always been done, and now it's
Sure.
like, oh, everybody does it.
Right.
I think there was like a sweet spot, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. Like, how long ago was that?
Well, we did
Like
it
4 or 5 years
No,
ago.
our first sketch was 2009.
Oh,
Yeah.
You
fuck.
hear it at
Yeah.
the beginning of Prius. I say, Casual Mafia, 2009. I say it in
Yeah.
the beginning of the rap. I mean, that's 9 years ago.
Damn.
So we were on the early cusp of it, and I don't think people, because nowadays, had we put it, I think we may have gotten like a TV deal somewhere.
Yeah,
we
you never know.
Because
Because
on the front
especially with
page of Funny or
streaming.
Die and everything. Yeah, especially
Yeah.
with streaming, all that kind of stuff. But then everybody started leaving the group, and then it was just Paul and I kind of producing live comedy shows. And I was
Yeah.
like, this really isn't. And then we started producing Between the Sheets and Josh Macuga Show and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But talking about a band, I think being in a band is really tough, because that's why bands break up all the time. It's just hard. And if you're not succeeding, you got to all have the same drive or early success.
Yeah,
Yeah.
My band broke up after like 3 months.
No,
We're like, we can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
It was just me and the guitarist. And we're like, let's just jam, play some Blink-182 or something.
Yeah, that's what it came down to, because when you're in middle school in your band, it's like, oh, my mom can't take me to because we all didn't drive.
Yeah.
We had to figure out car situations. We got to figure out whose house we were going to practice at and whose neighbors we have to beg to let us play for an hour or two just to practice.
Right.
And then high school got easier because one of our buddies started driving, so
you go.
that obviously makes it a little bit easier.
And this was Bloodstained Victory.
This
is
one
Redfield?
was I Am Infamy in high school.
Oh, you had 3
I
bands.
had multiple bands. There's a lot of them.
3?
Yeah, 3
Were
or
they
4.
all the same people with just
For the
different
most
names?
part. Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, switch.
So it's like in Parks and Rec when he changed it from
Yes.
Mouse Rat
Yes,
to...
exactly.
Okay, I got you.
It's more so change the guitar player here, change a drummer,
Okay.
change a singer, and then
That's a good trivia question. What were all the names of Andy's bands in Parks and Rec?
Okay. All right,
Mouse Rat, I don't remember.
That's
that.
the only one I remember.
Dead
yeah.
mouse. I don't know. But
Rat
and then
mouse.
we would ask, we would like beg our parents for money because we would actually be like, okay, if you give us $5 each person, then you wouldn't have to hear us play our shitty music in your garage, but we can go to a studio where we can rent it out for 2 hours and practice there.
Right, right.
And then we can transport ourselves because we're
Okay.
fine. And then in college, it was just like a whole different beast. It was us
Did
actually.
you guys what?
Oh?
Did all you guys go to the same college from your high school band?
No,
okay.
no. I think I'm the only one that went to college actually.
Really?
One of my buddies went to trade school,
Okay.
and now he's he
Electrician?
works for Edison, so he's doing fine.
Yeah.
I'm glad he didn't stick with the band. I'll say that.
Machinists and
Yeah.
tradesmen
Oh,
make
yeah.
money.
Mm-hmm.
They do well.
And then because in high school it was like our lead singer was like a professional Mexican dancer. Yeah, it was crazy.
Whoa, that'd be
Yeah.
a good stage presence to have.
I want that skill.
Our drummer was like seriously the greatest fucking drummer I've ever heard,
Yeah.
like in person. He was honestly way too good for us. But it just, I don't know, it fizzled out because we all lived very far. We ended up did record. That was my favorite because we actually drove to Hesperia to meet with a friend who was in another band. It's out towards like Victorville.
Hesperia is like, yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's,
out there
that's
as far
the
as desert.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was one of my most favorite trips, and actually
Hesperia?
one of my first editing experiences.
Okay.
Like that, because we went out there, we went camping, like in the middle of the desert, and then we would come to during the day to the guy's house, and we would record our first like demo, our first
Oh,
EP,
cool.
and that was really fun. I remember I shot a bunch of videos on my Handycam, and I remember coming back home and editing
old
on fucking.
Handycam.
On fucking not even iMovie, like Movie Maker, and like
Yeah.
putting my first
Oh, yeah,
video
Windows
together.
Movie Maker? Yeah,
Yeah,
I did
it was
that.
so fucking cool.
Nice.
And then the EP came out. We played one show, and that was it.
Damn.
It just fizzled away. That weekend we played that first show.
But isn't that kind of fun when you did that? Like, isn't that a good memory?
That's like the
Dude.
moment, man.
that
Live in
like
that moment.
I
man.
always watch till this day. I watch like behind the scenes videos of some of my favorite bands recording albums and doing to the track
Yeah.
to the fucking tempo. Like, and I was just like, oh, because now like we're like I think about all of us that were in the band. Like we've all got jobs. We all actually have money. We could do it. It's just now we're in our own separate lives.
No,
Shit, you know.
First of all, I don't play a musical instrument, so I don't know anything about this. But I love, one of my favorite things is music documentaries.
Yeah.
I loved that Defiant ones, the story of Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre. I just watched that Leonard Skinner one it's called
It's
If I
just
Leave
called
Here
Freebird.
Tomorrow.
Oh, okay, nice.
That's a Freebird lyric.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And it's really, really well done. And they talk about this. They lived out in this shack, and they would record music all day long in just this shit. Because they're from Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah.
And you'd think they're from Alabama, but they're not. And,
Fucking liars.
they're liars. And
Sweet home,
said it was their home?
Jacksonville, Florida. Fuck, that doesn't work. Guys, we got to go back.
Shorten up the syllables.
So, but they talk about recording in this shack for 2 years. They just lived and would go back and forth in this shack near a pond in the middle of the jungle in Jacksonville, Florida. And the dedication these guys had, I mean, that's what they wanted. That's what they did.
Yeah.
But also, I think back in the 70s, there was nowhere near the amount of distractions that we have now. You got social media, you got this, you got pressures.
Yeah.
You're just some podunk dudes from Jacksonville, Florida playing
Yeah.
in a shack. That's all you know.
Back then, there was just drugs. Like,
Yeah,
that was the
there
only
Yeah,
Drugs.
that was the biggest
Well, 'cause
distraction.
You
yeah.
start talking like, we go to this place, it's way out in the desert. I'm like, this better go a drugstore.
There is
Yeah.
a
Oh, in Hesperia? Oh, yeah, there's
There's
drugs
a
out
drugstore
there.
for sure. But there's also a great burrito place. I kid you not.
Next to the pilot. Right there.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. There was this burrito, I swear to God, it was like the size of my arm.
Oh.
Huge. Huge.
Do you guys ever heard of a restaurant called La Bamba's? It's a chain in the Midwest.
No.
Okay, so La Bamba's, they're famous.
You
Well,
beat
every
me by a
time-
second.
Yeah.
I was going to do it.
Every time you open the door, that's
Oh,
like
is
the
it place?
ring.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
like the cucaracha.
that's not
R.I.P.
annoying.
That's not
Yeah.
that doesn't happen. But it's called La Bamba's. Burritos as big as your head, and their biggest burrito.
Oh, Jesus.
They had one at Penn State in college, and then it got shut down because they were running weed out of it. But
You're killing people.
Shocker.
you said it was your arm.
Yeah.
Like imagine if you just folded your arm, so it was like this wide and this, so it was short but wide, so it was as big as your head.
Ooh, girthy.
Girthy.
People eat it
Yeah.
in one sitting?
I would eat it in one sitting. Drunk.
Jesus Christ.
Not drunk, it'd be like
Wow.
3 meals.
Oh, drunk eating.
Drunk
oh,
eating.
Mexican, like,
Oh.
there's a place by my parents' place called Mocha Salsa.
Ooh.
Everyone went when they were drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't drunk eat, man.
No.
Like if I go to McDonald's,
he's
I'll get.
skinny.
I know. Right? I'll get like 2 burgers and I'll be like, "What am I doing?" I'll just stop
Oh,
myself.
man. Well, speaking of
Okay.
Mexican food,
Yeah.
I went to Salsa and Beer.
Dude, I told you.
Ah, it's good.
It's good, right?
It's really good. Cody,
I haven't been there.
I'm gonna.
It's called Salsa and Beer.
Salsa and
It's
Beer.
close to here.
It's like 10 minutes away from my
Okay.
apartment. I don't look that up,
Yeah.
but it's fucking
What are the
great.
coordinates?
No, I'm not saying that.
It's
I
like
almost went in.
33
Actually,
degrees.
longitude. No, I would say the only flaw with it is expect to wait for at least a fucking hour.
Yeah, it's
Oh, is it
very
easy?
It is
popular.
awful.
I
Oh,
kind of
that
told you
sucks.
that.
I maybe you did, but I blocked it out of my head. I was like, oh, this place sounds great. Oh, what the fuck? I
All
gotta
of the
wait.
Yelp reviews are like 1 star. Food was delicious. Had to wait too long.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the thing I told them about it, and I was like, it's great, but there's no sauce. Where's the salsa? Because they give you the chips,
Yeah.
and they give you like a little bowl of beans.
Yeah.
There's no salsa at
No-
Salsa and
there
Beer.
was like a little salsa bar you have to go up and
Correct.
go to, but I
Okay.
I hyped it
get
up. I hyped it up in my mind, thinking there's gonna be like some great.
They're gonna serve you
fucking
just a
salsa.
fucking platter of salsa and
Yeah, or
okay.
something like that. But
The salsa bar is pretty good.
salsa bar is pretty good,
I think if there's a bar of salsa, that makes up for
but
it.
the beans are really fucking good.
I don't like beans.
They're
You'd
a little
like these beans.
spicy too, and
Oh,
I don't.
no,
I
that's
don't like
even worse.
spicy. I don't. But
That
holy
wasn't-
shit,
That wasn't gay.
it's totally
Not
fine.
there's anything
I
wrong
gotta
with
get friends.
that.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's
All right,
cool,
easy,
cool,
pal.
cool.
But yeah, I fucking loved it. It was really good. It's really good. I
I
gotta take you.
Yeah, you.
Yeah,
I'll
we
go.
should.
Let's go.
You're
we should
welcome too, by the
what
way.
we
You're,
should
like
do
you're
is
welcome to come.
do a
Okay.
work. We should do a Friday work lunch.
Let's do it.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Make a little
Salsa
ride
and
out.
beer.
get
The
salsa
only
and beer.
excuse I would say is like that would take too long. And Don Cuco's is red. Red
true.
Don.
We've been to Don
Cuco's.
Cuco's.
Not to give
Yeah,
away
I
our
love Don
location
Cuco's.
for work either.
Don Cuco's.
God damn it! But it's on Google, I'm sure.
We've never taken it off.
No. But yeah, we got to do that.
Yeah,
yeah.
I love that place. Or just a dinner, or after work, just head on over there. Have
I think
a couple.
Josh just really wants to hang
Let's
out
just
with
have
us.
dinner.
Yeah,
together,
let's just.
guys.
I
hang out.
like
think
you.
We should.
You're my
We should
friend.
hang out, guys.
Stop
We need to hang out more.
Aside from you brought this up. You
This
brought
is
this
such
up.
the LA
This
thing.
is what it's
Dude,
all
you
about.
brought this up on. Yeah.
Listen, we hang out more. It's free. I do it.
You brought this up on Elliot Dewberry's episode where it's
Yeah.
just like, LA people don't really hang out. We just do shows together.
That's
Unless
the
it's at
truth.
Comic-Con or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we should hang out after
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
And then
Like,
never
no, I want you to be on my
happens.
I literally was
Yeah.
telling Roxy today. She's like, oh, you got a podcast? I was like, yeah, you should join it. I'm like, no, I want to hang out with Roxy because she's
She's
a cool
great.
fucking
Yeah.
person.
Correct.
But
But more than likely, we're all just going to do each other's shows until we're dead.
that's probably true. Or go bowling once in a blue moon.
Correct.
Oh,
We
man,
went
we
bowling
gotta go
not too long
bowling.
ago, and that was fun.
I loved that one bowling night we all hung out was so
That was
fun.
that was the best. It
That
was so
was-
spur
that was
of the
fun.
moment.
Yeah.
We're just like, let's just go bowling.
Free
And
of
we went
pain
bowling.
and agony and
Yeah.
Yeah.
other stuff.
We
Yeah.
went to Amanda's company this summer. They have like a Christmas party every year, and then they have a midsummer employee party, right?
Ooh.
You can bring your spouses,
Yeah.
whatever. And they had the party at this X Lanes downtown.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds
And,
fancy.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of rock and roll places where everything's neon loud and the video
Yeah.
games are too big and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you figure you're probably going to pick up some sort of disease on your hands from touching the video games
As you do.
as little kids.
Just like
like
Comic-Con. Just like
sneezing on-
Comic-Con.
Just
yeah.
Comic-Con.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they rented out the whole thing. So the lanes were totally open. So from 5 to 8, they rented out the whole
Josh,
place.
you are describing heaven to me right now.
Wow.
Cody,
That's
I bowled
amazing.
9 games. At
9?
one point, I almost was going to take off my shirt because I was
I've never
sweating
bowled
so
9
bad.
games. Most I bowled was 7.
I woke up the
It
next
fucking
morning.
hurts, doesn't it?
My entire arm
Yeah.
felt like I think I had carpal tunnel in my whole arm.
Yeah.
It was just
Oh,
numb.
geez.
It was just numb.
What ball you use? What weight?
I throw a 12-pounder.
Kind of ball you throw.
9 games on 12 pounds. Is,
Yeah.
it's gonna
And you've
hurt you.
seen me
Kind
throw a
of ball you
bowling
throw,
ball.
pussy.
Yeah.
12
a
pounds.
6-pound ball, and I threw it like a shot put. Just whap.
You throw like a 9?
I mean, at
Me?
one,
I throw a 14, son.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. 15.
You ain't no little bitch.
yeah.
I would
You ain't no
text.
third grader.
I would text Amanda my score.
Little fucking bitch. No,
Like,
sorry.
I broke 100.
No, I'd keep
How'd you
texting
do?
her my score, and then I was like, "Keep these in your phone. I want to calculate my average at the end."
Wait,
of the
were
game.
you by yourself bowling?
by myself bowling?
Oh, yes.
I just
As
That's
you- yeah.
amazing. That was me
once
in
my
college.
arm was warmed up,
Yeah.
I was rolling.
yeah.
Yeah.
My
the
best
first game's
game-
always a warm up.
Yeah, my best game was 191,
Ooh.
and my worst game was 136. I remember this day
That's a
very
good day.
well.
That's a
yeah.
good day, Josh.
To the point where all the girls would come up and to me, all of her coworkers, and they were like, "Wow, you're really sweaty." I was like, "I'm bowling. Nobody else is doing it.
Yeah.
I've never been to a
Leave me
place where it's
alone. I got-
open bowling.
I got a 7-10 split. Just leave me alone here. I
Yeah.
got this. Hold on.
Yeah. So
That sounds amazing.
it was fantastic. Yeah,
We got to go bowling again.
I agree.
I do like bowling.
Yeah.
Once you find your rhythm, it's sport is.
Once
like-
you got it down,
Yeah.
it's so much fun.
it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, before we go bowling,
Yeah.
before we go on that adventure, we'll do a little bit of housekeeping, if you don't mind.
Okay, go ahead.
Is that okay?
We usually start out the show with this, but go on.
I know. Well, yeah, we're about 30,
No, we're
20,
going.
20
We're
minutes
going
in. We're
well.
going to still fucking do it. I'm going to do
Yeah.
it really quick. Housekeeping, patreon.com/wangers. That's where you can find the show early, extended, longer, and as well as you can find some movie commentaries. We don't have one coming out this week, but there is going to be, hopefully, a fun behind-the-scenes video of me, Brian, and Cody going bowling.
Oh, topical.
Oh.
There you go. Very topical. We had some awkward experiences and a couple strikes, a couple gutters. It's going to be a blast. And then we actually recorded a brand new Wanger drive-thru. That'll be out at some point
Which
down the
restaurant did you
future.
go to this time?
We went to Wendy's.
Ooh.
Wendy's.
Oh, Junior Bacon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was fun. It's a little shorter than most of the other episodes, but hey.
Mostly because the In-N-Out drive-in line is so long.
Yeah, probably got to start.
Do a
We're thinking
podcast in the In-N-Out
thinking of
drive-thru.
some other ideas for it, but yeah. So our Patreon, a lot of fun stuff going on there. We're obviously working on our goal, which is Bug House, this a horror web series,
Right up Josh's alley.
right up your
Yeah,
alley that we're working on, and we'll keep you
Bug
updated with
House?
that. Bug House.
It's a
I will
metaphor.
not be watching that one.
I
The other
think
one
you-
you got made me
I kind of
scared
want you to
already.
be in it in like a scene.
Oh, no.
No, it's fun. You'll have fun.
Okay.
I think you'll have
You're
fun.
kinda-
I'll tell you.
I
I got scared when I watched the one you did before with
Okay.
Grace.
With
Really?
Grace. You guys scared of that one?
Yeah.
Really?
Nice.
It was scary.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the first person that was okay.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
All
Thank you.
right.
Well,
Check out the
I'm
shape.
not a tough audience.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
I turned the corner in my own home the other day, and my wife was just dusting a shelf, and I screamed because I didn't expect her to be there. Something like,
So if you want to find more stuff like that, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/wangers. We're actually going to be gearing up to do another bunch of franchise commentaries like the DC Universe. Maybe even the Harry Potter universe. So those will be a lot of fun. And then, of course, Bad Boys 2 eventually.
yeah,
That's
of course.
duh. It's going to happen. And also, subscribe to this channel, Amateur Hour Films, is where you can find all of the stuff that we do, whether it's podcast, horror flicks, pitches, Wanger Drive-Thru. And those will obviously go up on Patreon first when we do brand new ones. And then maybe eventually we'll just let them up on the YouTube
and that's
channel.
where my nun is on too, right?
The Hereditary.
The hereditary
Hereditary,
one.
sorry.
Yeah. I know we're doing a nun thing for Collider. I don't know how
Tomorrow.
we're really handling that one, but we're going to do it. And it's going to be fun, hopefully.
I'll make it fun. Don't worry.
He'll make it fun. And then the last thing is subscribe to us on iTunes, just The Wanger Show. We're also on Spotify, which is pretty cool. Or just check us out on Podomatic. It really helps us out if you rate and review. So even if you support us on Patreon, if you just watch the YouTube channel where the show airs, check it out. Subscribe to it. It helps us out. It's a lot of fun. And also leave a comment on this here channel, on this video. Like the fucking video. Fucking, you know what? Everybody...
It's like punch the mic stand.
I got
This
it.
one.
You know what? Everybody fucking dislike this video.
No,
Fuck,
don't
okay.
do that.
No? I wanted to see if everyone would
The
just do it.
algorithm. You
Oh,
think of the algorithm.
oh, is that what happens?
The video!
All right,
think
just like
so.
the video. Like the video just for Josh, not for us.
Do it.
For Josh.
For me.
So with that, all that being said,
That's some good
Start the
housekeeping
show.
right there.
yeah, huh?
That's good housekeeping.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Feel really cleaned up now.
See what I did
Yeah.
there?
Housekeeping, want me to jerk you off? It's from a movie. Relax.
Tommy
Okay.
Boy.
Tommy Boy.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody's never seen it.
I love Tommy Boy.
Oh, okay.
I'm
All
more of
right.
a Black Sheep fan, though. I like Black
Whoa,
Sheep.
whoa, whoa.
Black
Let's
Sheep's a
let's
better movie.
Black Sheep is the best follow-up to a film that isn't in the same universe.
Oh, yeah.
But is the same film.
Yeah, it basically is, right?
Right? It's I mean, I will put up those two comedies as far as back-to-back comedies, in my opinion, with the same actors.
Yeah.
Okay. You've got Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Okay. You've got Tommy Boy, Black Sheep. Which ones do you take?
Oh, fuck.
Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison.
Yeah,
Is that an easy?
for sure.
Is that an easy choice?
Because while I think, like, if
That's tough, though.
out of the four,
Okay.
I like Happy Gilmore, then probably Tommy Boy, then Billy Madison, and then Black Sheep.
Okay.
So they kind of outweigh each other. But yeah,
I think I go Happy Gilmore, Tommy Boy, Black Sheep, Billy Madison.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's why it's like a. But wouldn't that kind of be a fun box set?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
More of
Those
those?
DVD box sets they
That's
always
a
come
fun
in.
Sunday right there.
Yeah, because
watch all
those were the Saturday Night Live movies that came out about the same time because
Yeah.
they were on the show at the same time.
Mhm.
He and Sandler and Spade, Chris Farley and Chris Rock, I think, all shared an office at SNL.
Yeah.
It's
I
in
think
that
that's right. I
documentary.
think that's right,
It's in
yeah.
the documentary, yeah.
That is an
Pretty
office
cool.
to
They
be in.
still hold up too because I watched Happy Gilmore the other day and I was just laughing my ass off.
It's
And
so
then
fucking-
Marissa wasn't laughing at all, but it was okay. And then
Girls
Billy
don't
Madison
like
came
funny
on right
things.
after, and Billy Madison also held up. I'm like,
Yeah.
these are great
Yeah.
comedies. Yeah,
I can see the excuse, the argument that Billy Madison may not hold up because it's so fucking silly.
Yeah.
It's so out
It's
there.
ridiculous.
I actually love. I know a lot of people shit on Adam Sandler a lot, but I love his first. I don't know,
5,
like
6,
I don't
maybe
know a
7
lot.
movies?
I even kind of like clicked a little bit, and it's not good.
Click made me cry.
Yeah.
I didn't love Click, but I also didn't really watch the whole thing.
Okay.
I
That's
kept
fair.
like trying. I was like, I don't know if I like.
I
This.
rewatched it actually like a few months ago,
Yeah.
and I now I see the Adam Sandler typical bullshit, and it's just not funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't hold up anymore. But I like Mr. Deeds.
Thank you.
Mr. Deeds is pretty
great. I
good.
love Mr. Deeds.
50 First Dates is
I like it.
very cute.
Very entertaining.
Very entertaining.
One of a great rom-com in the glory days of that is
Yes.
the golden age of the rom-com.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Yeah.
91, 92 through like 2003.
Yeah. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Oh yeah.
Forget about
10
it.
Things I Hate About You.
Yes.
It's considered a rom-com, even though it's a coming-of-age tale. It's like one of the few crossovers.
The crossovers. Yeah, you can cross over.
The
It's no
Matthew
big deal.
everybody's like, oh, it's the McConaissance. He's coming back. In my opinion, he never left. Are you
never
kidding
left.
me?
He was
How to
always
Lose a Guy
there.
in 10 days. Failure to launch.
What was the
The
one?
Fool's Gold.
Fool's Gold.
Gold. What was the one where McConaughey was a lawyer?
Lincoln Lawyer.
No,
it's not a romantic
No,
comedy.
no.
Time to Kill.
Time to Kill. See, that was even before
Yeah,
all that.
that wasn't even a rom-com, but
Not
it was
even.
still lovely.
Not at all what
killing
we're
in
talking
it.
about.
But yeah, Mr. Deeds. What else?
Big Daddy.
Waterboy, Big Daddy.
Waterboy's fantastic.
I like Little Nicky.
Another McConaughey.
Little Nicky.
Little Nicky's
Nicky's
fucking
great.
great,
Yes.
right?
Is it stupid?
F yeah,
and
man.
it's
so
technically
stupid to say it in, like, a
a
good way.
spiritual sequel to Happy Gilmore.
Yes.
because Chubbs.
yeah,
Chubbs is in it.
yeah.
All
Also,
in the hips.
you guys are forgetting Don't Mess with the Zohan.
I love that movie.
It's not terrible.
I laughed my ass
No?
off.
No, I
it
hated
probably
it.
hasn't aged well.
I hated that
I
one.
love that
I
movie.
hated that. I turned it off like within the first 10
I know everybody hated this one, but That's My Boy entertained
Oh,
the
yeah.
shit out of me.
I
Yeah,
hated that one
yeah.
too.
Really?
Yeah, I did not
Okay.
like that one.
I got another Matthew McConaughey rom-com that we missed
Okay,
though.
go.
Was it Ghost of Girlfriend's Past?
Ghost of
Oh,
Girlfriend's Past.
right? That was
Rachel
another
McAdams,
one.
right?
Yeah, I think
Yep.
so.
That's
There's
crazy.
a lot of people now.
Crazy
Yeah.
that he was in so many of them.
But then you had some of the Keanu Reeves rom-coms. You
Yeah.
had Sandra Bullock when those Sandra Bullock crushes it.
yeah, what was the Keanu Reeves, the mailbox one?
Or the
Oh,
Lake
Lake
House.
House.
Lake House, where they were communicating
Great.
with each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Through
had
time.
Christmas rom-coms. You had Love Actually.
Yes.
You had The Holiday with Jack Black, Jude Law.
Was it Jack Black?
Yeah,
okay,
Jack Black was in
okay.
there. Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz and
Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet.
Schmoedown.
Thank you very much. There
Yep.
you go.
Mhm.
I mean, there were some beautiful rom-coms back then that we are missing now.
Yeah.
Serendipity, Family Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the most recent rom-com?
Crazy Rich Asians is like the first one in 5 years.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
And-
first good one.
You saw it?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
I enjoyed Crazy Rich Asians. I really did.
Was
But
it crazy?
not as they were more crazy rich than it was crazy.
Whoa.
But Aquafina was actually pretty crazy.
She
and
was
funny
really
in it.
funny.
It's really
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it really did have that old rom-com feel to the point where I walked out and I thought to myself, how the hell did this get made? Right? Because it's a rom-com. It's a basic rom-com. And it basically has the same plot of Coming to America, the Eddie
Oh,
Murphy
yeah, yeah.
movie from 81 or 82, whenever that
Yeah.
was, 84 or 5. Just with Asian people and set in today's world.
Right.
And it's
And rich.
but no, Eddie Murphy's a prince of an African nation.
Yeah.
So
I know.
he's rich.
Okay.
The dude in Crazy Rich Asians is
rich.
pretty much a prince
He's
at that
pretty much a
point. How
prince.
rich he is.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen the film.
It's a good movie.
Sorry.
But the rom-com, I mean, my brother and I live for rom-coms. I love a good rom-com. I mean, we were talking about today, Summer Catch. That's a rom-com.
Oh, fuck. Yes.
Great rom-com.
Yes,
She's All
queen.
That. Great
She's All
one.
That.
I
Mystery
actually just
Alaska.
saw that. You like Mystery
Are
Alaska?
you kidding me? It's freaking incredible.
I brought that up like 2 episodes ago. They didn't know what it was. It's on
Yeah.
HBO.
Yeah,
I
great.
love that
It's-
fucking
It's a
movie.
sports rom-com.
Yes.
a
Yes.
sports
Sports
rom-com.
rom-com.
Interesting.
Fever Pitch.
Fever Pitch is great. I love Fever Pitch.
on.
And I hate the Red Sox, but I love Fever Pitch.
The Replacements.
Okay. I
got love
might give it
elements.
to
Got
you.
elements of it. It's more so football.
Sure,
but,
sure. Man, I'd love to get a.
Oh, The Longest Yard. I also like that one too.
It's a good one.
The
I don't know
remake.
if
The remake?
I like the original one. It's not a rom-com. I'm
not a
just
rom-com.
for taking it back to
Sports,
Adam
yeah.
Sandler. Yeah.
Man, I'd love to sit down and look at one of those top 500 rom-coms of all time kind of thing on some website that I've never seen.
You should do honestly for Collider Quick. You should just do like the best rom-coms of all
Done.
time.
Or just you being passionate as hell
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Like a Star Wars passionate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Kind of
fuck
thing,
yeah!
but about
Like you
rom-coms.
dissect it like all those
Rom-com
videos do
theories
on the
and
internet.
speculation.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Right. Oh man,
good
that's
idea.
a really good idea.
What's the one? Amber made me watch this one with Gerard Butler and.
Oh, P.S. I Love You.
Is that?
P.S. I Love You is not so much a rom-com. That's more of a
That's
drama.
just a sad movie.
No, not
That came
no,
around the
I
same
don't-
time as 27
I don't think that's
Dresses.
it. I'm
Are you thinking of the one with
it's the
Katherine Heigl?
The
Ugly
soccer
Truth.
one.
Ugly Truth.
Ugly Truth.
Ugly Truth. She made me
yeah.
watch that one.
Nice.
Woof.
Yeah,
yeah,
not a great movie.
Well, here's the thing: is that we started thinking that actors and actresses could still do the rom-com takes a special art. You have to have a charm. You can't throw the guy from 300 into a rom-com.
Yeah.
You can't throw the least likable character from Grey's Anatomy and Knocked Up into rom-coms and think we're gonna like them.
Yeah.
You know, you love those Jennifer Aniston rom-coms from back in the day.
Jennifer.
I will even put this out there that I know people hate Baby Mama. It's like,
I like Baby Mama.
but that's a rom-com.
Yeah.
Baby Mama is a
Yeah,
rom-com.
I'd say
Amy
that.
Poehler and even Sisters is sort of a rom-com.
I
Makes
did
sense.
see Sisters. I saw that in a
It
drive-thru.
came out the day of
Riverside.
Force
Oh.
Awakens.
The
That's why it got
Van Buren
buried.
drive-through?
Yes.
I went there all the time as a kid. Saw Jurassic Park 3 there.
There's a drive-in?
Moving
in your
on.
hometown?
Yeah, in Riverside, California.
Yeah.
Not a great place to
Where
be.
Adam got his
Gorgeous.
Adam
bat
got
stolen.
like assaulted or something like that.
in Riverside. He used to live in Riverside for a little bit.
I got assaulted at a comedy show in Riverside.
See.
So
It's not a great place, guys. And I grew up pretty much right there.
Was it a
was
young
a bar.
Latina girl named Amber?
No.
She lived in Riverside.
It
She
was
bugged
a-
people all the
There
time.
was a guy in
Yeah.
jean shorts
Crazy.
that I was just crushing
Jean
all
shorts.
night long.
Oh, I don't like
man.
jean shorts.
I
I
did
don't trust anyone in
20
jean
minutes
shorts.
of crowd work just about this guy.
Oh, you're like making fun of him? And
Yeah,
then he,
yeah. Then he attacked me after the show.
Oh,
pretty fun.
I still think you
Riverside.
won. That's
Yeah,
funny.
let's
That's
be
funny.
honest.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of Amber, we went to Catalina last
Yeah.
weekend.
How
Okay.
is it? I want
The
to go.
missus has been begging me to
It's
go to
quite
Catalina.
delightful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, what I will say is that I think you guys would actually really like it because there's almost like not a whole lot to do, but there is.
Okay.
There's a lot of like kind of bougie-esque, that's a word,
Bougie-esque.
like
Bourgeois.
restaurants. There's some like nicer type restaurants that I
Okay.
think they're like,
Gotta
oh,
show
cool.
up in a suit and shit.
Nah, not really, but I mean, it's like it's
Listen
an
to Cody.
island. It's like
we're
an
asking
island.
him to kill somebody.
Well, by the
So
way,
sick.
have you been in Catalina?
No, I want to go.
It's an island where people don't drive cars. Basically, they
Yeah.
drive golf carts everywhere.
That sounds like the
It's-
American dream.
It's
right
either
there.
a golf cart
Yeah.
or like a
scooter?
really scooter or a really tiny truck, like a
Okay.
very baby-sized
The little
truck.
tuk-tuks.
Yeah,
I wanna
yeah.
go.
It's
like
actually a lot
Capri.
of fun. We went like at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, and we didn't leave till like 10 o'clock at night.
That's cool.
And we ended up finding ways to fill up our entire
Was
day.
the ferry back and forth expensive?
It's like maybe like 50 there, 50 back. About
Okay,
maybe.
per person?
Maybe less. I think it's less because we were trying to find a boat right there at a certain time, so we just ended up doing it's like technically the first class, but the only upgrade you get is that you get to go in first and you get one free drink.
You get a sandwich.
Yeah,
There you
you
go.
get some free snacks and stuff. So they're literally like the same seats, whatever. But it was still pretty fun.
Awesome.
We did zip lining. That was cool.
You're
you
a
gotta,
scared of heights guy. I didn't know.
I've never
was
been
so-
ziplining. I feel like I would love it. And I've
you
never been
probably
ziplining.
would.
Yeah.
Were you the one that was saying you'd go on a zip line, but you won't go on a fucking roller coaster? Did you say that?
I love roller coasters.
Someone said that
What
to
are
me.
you talking about?
Maybe it was Amber. I don't know.
No, yeah.
But like, because I don't like roller
Ooh,
coasters
I
either.
love
I love
I
roller
fucking hate
coasters.
roller coasters.
Yeah.
But
You and Amanda should hang out at Six Flags.
Oh,
Can we
no.
do a Wanger's Six Flags?
No.
Hold on.
Please.
Okay.
Wanger's Afternoons crossover. Let's do this.
Here's
We already have another one. And it's
Yeah.
not. That.
I don't want to cut off your Catalina story.
Please,
So
no,
do you wanna-
continue.
Do you want to finish?
No, go ahead. I'll
No.
finish it after you.
Go ahead.
Go, I'll finish it after you.
Cobbster?
Josh,
Go
talk
ahead.
about the roller coasters.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So, I lived here 10 years now.
Yeah.
Never been to Six Flags.
Never. You shouldn't.
Gosh.
You shouldn't.
Only been to Disneyland once.
Mm.
I was fine with that.
Okay.
Went to downtown Disney at one time. Remember, I texted you from downtown Disney. I was like, "So this is downtown."
Oh
Disney?
yeah, this is what it is.
the Anaheim one isn't good. The Orlando one's better.
Orlando one's the
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
But so around April, Amanda said, "Let's go to Six Flags. I have these free tickets with work. Let's go." And I was like, "Babe, I know you.
My heart just fucking dropped.
I know you. I don't think you're gonna like it
God.
there. I know you don't like roller coasters. You get motion sickness on everything. You're not gonna do well, right?" She went on her first roller coaster and she got off. She's like, "I don't know about this."
Oh,
Went on the Tatsu as
Tatsu's
the second
the best one.
one. I got the Tatsu.
dangling one.
Yeah,
No,
you're flying.
You're flying.
You're flying basically.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I got off
God.
Tatsu and I was on cloud. I love roller
It's
coasters.
the best thing
It's
in the world.
amazing.
It's my
I was
favorite roller coaster
And here's
of
the
all
best
time.
part about April on a Thursday.
Yeah.
There's nobody there.
You can walk right on.
Walk right on everything. So after the Tatsu, man, he goes,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I want to do this anymore. So we got some chicken fingers. And then I proceeded to go on
Like chicken
every
fingers.
roller coaster for 2.5 hours while
Okay,
Amanda sat on a bench
good.
and texted.
That's good. At least she let you go on the rides and shit.
I
Yeah,
went on
okay.
every roller coaster that was open. The only one that wasn't open was the X2, I think.
Yeah,
it
'cause
was
people
that was
died
good.
on it.
No.
No, nobody's died. I think just
They do shoot fire at you on it, though,
Yeah.
and it's amazing. It sends your eyebrows off.
Cody, I went on the Tatsu 3 times in 15 minutes.
It's the best.
Okay, I went on
best
the
roller coaster.
it starts with an M. Not the Magnum.
Matador.
No, it's like the
Matterhorn.
huge one. Oh, sorry, the Goliath.
Goliath, yeah,
Goliath,
the
yeah.
orange
That's
and
so, so to them.
So I went on the Goliath once, and then I ran back, and there was only 4 other people in line and me.
Yeah.
And so there was 4 kids. They were clearly in high school, and me behind them, and I sat in the seats right behind them because they were in the front too, and then I was in the third.
You interrupt their picture, you're like, ha!
No, in the picture, we all have our hands up, and these kids are like 13, and there's an adult man behind them. It's like, I got off every one, and Amanda, every time I came off, Amanda had a new snack. She'd have ice cream, she'd have Dippin' Dots, chicken fingers,
I'm getting
a corn
fucking
dog.
anxiety
Pistachios for
Dude.
of you just talking about putting your hands up in a roller coaster. Fuck no.
I
Dude,
would-
it's the best when you go on a loop and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm going no hands.
Going no
Let's see
hands.
what happens.
I don't like it.
I'll go roller coastering
Yeah.
with you anytime.
Let's do it.
Anytime.
Yeah, you guys go.
I'm a former Six Flags pass holder. I've been there so many times. I love that place.
Man, it is awesome.
I will go to Six Flags and ride with you if you come with us to Halloween Horror Nights.
Well, this has been a fun episode.
There we
It's
go.
a Great time. Be
There
sure
we
to
go.
Like and
That is the
subscribe.
equivalency for me.
Really?
They
It's
fucking
not
tear.
bad.
Here's the thing.
I get so
You don't feel like you've lived after?
no. I
You're
don't
like,
want
I
to
just
fucking. I'm
stare
living.
death in the face.
I'm living now, and I'm
Alright.
fine with it. I don't need to stare it right in the face. I don't want to stare death in the face. I'm
Did
cool
you
with
just
that.
hear how he says, like, don't you feel like you lived? Lived.
I'm just saying. It's a high that it gets you. Come on.
No, my high is being on the ground,
It's just being alive.
being alive, with like bringing it back to the zip lining.
Yeah. Let's
I
bring
was
back to Catalina now.
fucking petrified.
Yeah.
I stood up there, and of course, like we're in
Amber
like a.
just, "Whee!"
Oh, she fucking
Your
loved it.
photos were very funny.
Yeah.
You on the zip
I
line
was
versus her on the zip line.
So
it was very
fucking,
funny.
And actually, that one, that was the on that same one. That was our third because you go down 5
Weren't you
different.
afraid you were going to drop your cell phone?
No, I didn't. No. I didn't bring my cell phone.
Oh.
Because they specifically told us if you drop it, it's fucking gone. You can't go get it.
Right.
So unless you have like pockets because I had like
Cargo
like,
pockets.
Yeah. Like, no, I didn't even have. That would be like the ideal thing. I had like on like stretchy pants or something like that. And
Stretch pants, eh?
You know, whatever he wants to do in Catalina.
yeah. They were like running pants.
Oh,
Okay, we
oh,
were
got it.
comfortable because we were gonna comfortable.
Tearaway
baby.
pants?
Interesting.
And that was the same because you go down 5 different zips lines, and that was like the third one we went down.
Okay.
And the first one was like okay, that was just like oh okay, this is what it's like, but it wasn't the highest one.
Okay.
It was like a pretty straight shot. It was pretty deep, far down, it was maybe like 50 feet. But then there were like this next one, it's like 350 feet. And then one of our guys was like, just look down. There's nothing you can do. You can't do anything about it. Just fucking look down. Just face your fear, man. And we're in like
Was he just a total broski?
It's like, fuck
no,
you.
he was actually. I mean, he's an islander. Like he's
yeah,
been
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
he's seen some shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And he actually got really mad at some people because they were feeding deer,
Squirrels.
and you're not
Oh,
supposed
While
to do that.
they're on the zip line.
No, 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 no.
Here you
Like
go.
on the side because they have Lyme disease and shit. They're like,
Oh,
don't
shit.
do that, you idiot. Well, whatever. But and then yeah, so there's like a group of us, and I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm fucking scared. So I'm like, yeah, I'm a little
Like
nervous,
me?
but I'll be fine. And then as soon as Amber went across, I was like, fuck, she did it, so I have to do it now. And it wasn't until the second zip line that really fucking got to me. Like it's funny because this was the furthest drop down. It was the longest one. And
How long are we talking?
like about 45 to like a minute.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That sounds like
That's
fun.
long.
it's pretty long.
You know when you jump out of a plane, it's only about 60 total seconds.
Oh
when you
yeah,
jump out of a
yeah.
plane.
And I'll never do that because
would
you're a
love to do
fucking
that.
idiot if you do that.
I've done it 3 times.
No, don't ever do it.
Do it, Cody.
You
feel like
risked
you
your
lived
life.
afterwards?
You
Josh?
feel like you live, Cody.
You risked your life 3 times right there.
Yeah, but it was pretty sweet.
Yeah, well, no, I'm good.
The guy that I jumped with had jumped 10,000 times, and he's like,
Yeah.
nah, it never happened.
You never know. Anyways, it was funny because on that second one, it was the longest time, and it was the most beautiful view because it looked out into the ocean. You see all the boats coming. You can see all of Avalon, the main area right there where all the boats coming in. Everyone was telling me how great that view looked because I didn't know what it looked like because I was fucking looking
You just
down.
kept your eyes closed.
I
You're
was
like,
looking
"Ah."
down the entire time, and I got a little fucking like frosty with myself, and I was like, "Oh, I'll put one hand out." I was like, "Nope, fuck that," and I put it back on, and then I just.
Could you go no hands if you wanted? Could you
Yeah,
just
you're-
let the
They
harness
recommended
hold
no.
you?
They recommended
okay,
no.
okay.
The fucking show off tour guides. They obviously is like, "Oh, I'll see you down there," and then he does this move where he goes upside down like this all the way, and it's because they have like a different rig set up than us,
Okay.
safety first, because they got to check like 10 different things on you before you actually go, and they just recommended if you want to let go, make sure at least one hand is on, and
Okay,
they're like,
that makes sense.
the little thing is right here, and they're like, don't do this.
Yeah.
Or
You'll
else
rip your hands off.
You get summer fingers or whatever the fuck he said. I don't know.
Yeah.
He
You
said
know.
some kind of thing.
Yeah.
Good old Summy fingies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It happens.
but after the second one, that second one really got to me. Like I was actually like fucking dreading going on the next one. But the third one, they actually said was a lot steeper, like a lot bigger of a drop. They said that was like the roller coaster.
you didn't go
one.
on that one?
I you have to.
Oh, okay.
You have to because
Once
you're
you're
fucking
there,
up there.
you go zip, zip,
yeah,
zip.
yeah, zip, zip, zip. I don't know if you can hike down. They did say there's a lot of people that get cold feet, but they ended up doing it
makes
anyways.
sense. Yeah.
But I was fine after that. Like
Okay.
I was cool. I was chilling. But
Attaboy.
was
Have you ever been bungee jumping?
no, and I won't do that.
I
I
wanted
definitely
to go bungee jumping.
I definitely won't do
Yeah,
that.
that's
I don't. I
pretty fun.
clearly don't want to live.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of just jumping and having come back and hitting my head on something, like in
No.
Joe Dirt when he comes back.
Yeah.
Good reference.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I did bungee jumping. There's a bridge in West Virginia, about an hour and a half from Pittsburgh, that we went and did in high school. It's one of the largest archway bridges in the country. It's pretty cool.
Yes. Yes.
Or world, but it was awesome.
Okay.
The only thing that I didn't like about bungee jumping that I like about skydiving is that in bungee jumping you see that ground coming at you real fast.
Yeah, that would freak me out.
And then all of a sudden, about 20 feet from the ground,
Yeah.
yanks you back up.
yanks you back up.
Yeah. See, if someone had a gun to my head and say free falling or bungee jumping, I'd say I'd jump out of a plane.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Because plane, once you jump out, you're just there.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
realize that you're
You
falling.
can't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to
There's
pay
like,
me a lot of money.
Ah, this is crazy. Ah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then a parachute. Now, I ziplined a couple times. And the
Okay.
one time I did like the hot fuzz thing where I was like, hey, have you guys ever seen Tango and Cash? So in Tango and Cash, they take a belt and they zip line with a belt. Can I just like zip line with my belt on this one? And the guy's
Just
like,
get
shut
the fuck
up.
out of here.
Yeah.
No, you're
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
But ziplining is pretty fun.
I had a good time.
Yeah.
It wasn't the worst thing on the planet, but I was very much dreading it.
Okay.
And then meanwhile, in our group, there were two kids, like 8 and 9 years
Just
old.
backflipping into
They're
the
they're
fucking
having the
zip
time
line.
of their lives, like loving every second of it, with their hugely buff lifeguard father with
Yeah.
them, who's tatted up like fucking crazy, who looked
Look
kind
at
of like
this
Hulk
kid.
Hogan. Yeah,
They were
with
probably
my
from
fucking
Riverside.
kids. Your
Fucking
mom
blast
fucking left me.
Metallica as he jumps off the fucking
Yeah,
thing.
your
Yeah.
mom's out fucking banging the pool boy right now. I got the fucking kids.
Well, now you know how I feel when I go into a haunted house and there's like a 10-year-old.
Yeah, that's
that says,
true.
That wasn't that
Yeah,
scary.
like I
Yeah.
said, you can say no.
Yeah.
You can say no.
I know.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not going inside haunted houses.
that's true.
I'll do
Not
the
yet.
VR because we can make content out of it.
Yeah.
It's part of the deal. And I'll go see this nun for content.
Mm-hmm.
But the Halloween Horror Nights thing, it won't. I'm telling you, people have seen this.
That's
gig.
hours
That's
and
Yeah,
hours
this
of-
gag
Yeah.
is done
of-
before.
Yeah,
many times.
and also it's a lot more difficult to shoot those
Yes.
things now.
Yeah.
Like you can do a couple social videos like, "Oh, I'm about to go inside the maze."
Right.
Just you come out, I'm out. That maze was
Also,
crazy.
Just being there is a nightmare because it's always so damn crowded.
Right.
Even if you're like there for press, it's such a fucking cluster, man.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not
It's crazy.
I love going
Yeah.
to them just to it. Like we went last year, and I always enjoy them, even though they've gotten more stale over the years, or they haven't been as impactful to me.
because people can't attack people anymore. Or
Well,
stuff.
it's like a mixture of all of it
Yeah.
because it never scared me. Like maybe in 8th grade when I first went to like Not Scary Farm and
Right.
I heard the stories, but I just love the set designs. I love all the people and makeup and all the costumes. I just love it because I love the genre and I love seeing the little Easter eggs that they put in there and whatnot. Like one year when they did the Thing for the Thing prequel in like 2011. That was fucking cool because like they made it all snowy. Like they did The Shining last year.
Yeah.
And there was only one tiny little section where they did the maze, the
Oh,
hedge
that's
maze,
cool.
and it was fucking cool, but it was so short.
Nice.
So I almost get like nitpicky and critiquing them just a
Yeah.
little bit.
I got disappointed when it was the Purge maze and there were zombies there.
Yeah,
I was like,
zombies
there's
are
no
so...
zombies in the
This
fucking
is not
Purge. What is
canon.
this?
This is
Zombies
No,
are
you guys
so
just
fucking
getting lazy.
outplayed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so I'm
was
so
dumb.
over zombies.
I'm kind of over
Yeah.
them too.
Yeah.
Except that I still watch The Walking Dead. Like
I don't get
Josh, why
that.
do you
How
do
do you
this?
do
Why
it?
do you do this, man?
I can get like
You know when you invest in something,
yeah.
like
I get it. I get
you
it.
know, you got to see it until the end. And I feel like okay, listen.
I don't think
here's
it's gonna
what's
end
happen.
though.
If they tell me after this season, next year's gonna be our last season, great. If they don't say anything, I don't know, man.
It's Rick's last season.
Yeah, maybe I'll see it until Rick's gone.
They'll
How they-
probably
how
like
they get
one
rid
or
of
two
Rick.
seasons after
I just
that.
know that the
Pull
pictures
Michael
from this
Scott.
season,
Yeah.
the picture from this season, it's a time jump. It's like a
Okay.
solid time jump.
Oh,
Okay.
really? Okay.
They're all
Which I
just
like.
old and they're going to die of old age.
Older,
Mm-hmm.
like they have longer hair now and different hairstyles, whatever. But it's definitely a time jump. So I'm looking forward to seeing where we are in the timeline.
Yeah.
I remember making a joke about Fear the Walking Dead and people attacking me on Twitter, being like, "It's better than Walking Dead."
A lot of passionate
Idiots.
Fear the Walking Dead fans.
And I was
out
like, there was
there.
like 4 people. I was
Yeah.
like, guys, come on. I remember it was at Comic-Con 2 years ago, and we posted a video of Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And it's the lowest rated video on Collider. If you
Yeah.
think about that, on Collider, on the whole YouTube channel, the lowest rated video. Guess who's a part of it? This guy.
But also maybe one of the highest videos too.
Maybe.
Tell me that was after like you had your allergic reaction to that taco and you're just like you're so miserable anyway. And you're just
Uh-huh.
like, hey guys,
It was
we're
the
gonna
next
talk
morning.
about Fear the Walking Dead.
It's the next
today."
morning. Yeah, Cody, thanks for bringing that up, dude. Appreciate you. Yeah.
That'd be the best. I'm done.
Some nuts.
Solid.
Guys, I want to bring something up.
Oh,
I
shit.
wrote it down so I wouldn't forget it.
Oh.
I experienced a real heartbreak recently.
He's
You got your ring on, so you're fine.
No,
there.
but the marriage is fine. It was stress though. So we went the other Sunday, a couple Sundays ago. We had gone to Home Goods. You familiar with the store Home
Yes,
Goods?
the
Pretty
grocery
popular
store.
chain. No, it's it's
No.
home decor.
It's the home.
Oh,
it's
I'm
TJ
sorry.
Maxx's
Goods
home
for the
decor.
home.
Home goods.
It's
And,
very. It's got reasonable prices. Amanda, big fan.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't ever want to go there.
No,
but
of
I
course
go
not.
there as obligation. Like,
Where'd
sure,
you
we
go?
can
Which
to
one did you go to?
The one right by my place in
Okay.
Covina. It was just right there.
Nice.
And
Probably should have told him that.
we're almost done. We're going right by the checkout line, and my wife walks up to me and she's like, "Hey, I found this thing." She has this little thing to frame up on the wall, and she's like, "We could totally just replace your first place bowling certificate with this and hang it up on the wall." And I was like, "You want to take down my bowling certificate?
It's a major
My-
award.
My first place
Marissa.
league? What are you doing?"
She watches the show.
I
still,
was
right?
I didn't know what to feel. I was so shocked.
Wow.
and
It's a
hurt.
major award.
And I was
Cody.
like, I have it in my bathroom, Josh. I have it right above my toilet. It's the one piece of decor that I have in my place.
Yeah.
Well, you got your movie posters.
I have the movie posters.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Well,
I was so
those
hurt.
At least survived because mine didn't.
Yours did not.
Yeah, that's right. You did have those.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
starting to fear that's going to go
My-
away now. Oh,
the Bo
God.
Jackson lasted in the living room for about a year and a half. Now it's in my bathroom.
I couldn't even get the bathroom, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody, listen. I think that
Maybe you're just not good.
Now
enough
it's on
with
my
bowling.
floor.
As
Now
a
it's on my
guy-
floor. It's against my bookshelf.
Oh no.
as a guy who's been married, I mean, a solid 2 months longer than you.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
You gotta fight for your right
It was,
to bowl.
Josh, it was already in the cart. And I was like, oh. And she's like, and then she realized what she did. She was like, oh, I'm sorry. No, I was
Oh,
like,
no.
no.
Oh,
You're-
you did that.
I was like, no,
No.
your opinion, your attitude towards this has been made. I don't want to make you change your
Now you're
decor.
self-conscious.
Meanwhile,
about
all
it.
along she's been like, "Oh, see, said welcome to our apartment. This
Yeah.
is my husband's bowling trophy. Isn't
Yeah.
he amazing?"
Yeah.
But what if like the whole? What if she like in the back pocket? She's like, you should have scored higher.
I mean, I got first place. I mean, I don't know what she wanted from me.
It's first, I think winners go home and bang the prom
I
queen.
guess.
I guess so.
Carla was the prom queen.
I started to think like, how long was she planning this? Was I on a
Oh,
time
you know it
table?
had to have been
Like a time table.
She was
We had
thinking
it,
about
we
it.
had it at our old place. It was always a staple of the bathroom. That was Cody's first place bowling certificate. As you're taking a shit, it's right there. You're looking at it. You're looking at my achievements. You know?
Do you have a picture of this bowling trophy? Or this
I
certificate?
don't
Can
at the
look it?
moment. Right, man.
Now, is it a very ornate certificate?
It's a terrible. Someone just made it on Microsoft Word.
Oh,
But
well.
it was a league manager. They made it for me, and it was a big. I got it framed.
You don't have many trophies.
I don't have any trophies, not
Well,
just many.
I believe it's the point in the show where we do an in
Cody.
memoriam.
Yeah.
to Cody's bowling certificate.
Take it out.
Yeah.
Just a quick
In
moment
the
of silence.
arms of the angel.
All right. I want to talk about Cody. I am very sorry about that.
It's
That is-
okay. It's okay. I was stunned that day.
just wait till you have kids,
Yeah.
and then she's like,
Then their trophies get taken
no,
down.
exactly. She's like,
Yeah.
I want to put a trophy. He's like, No,
No.
I don't want that.
I want to
there.
put up this plant. That's what I want to put up.
Hey, Cody Jr.
I want to put a ficus right here where your
Listen.
son's plant is.
I know you participated in baseball, but your dad won a bowling certificate.
She wants to hang your future son's perfect attendance award. She's like, you put that shit up, but I'm my
kid.
first place bowling lead. Yeah, as you start smoking.
Do better, son.
I want my bowling trophy back.
You're cleaning out the garage when your son's like 14. He's like, "What was your life like before me, Dad?" And he's just like,
I was a
"This."
champion, son.
He's like, Dad, what is this? You're a bowler? He's like, yeah,
I was the bowler.
I used to be.
Yeah.
I wasn't a bowler. I was a champion bowler.
I did want to bring this
See
up.
this sign? First place.
Yes, it's a generic font found in Microsoft Word. I don't care.
Dad,
Arial.
Mom told me you never got first place in anything.
Well, your mom's a liar.
That's why you spend the weekends with me and the weekdays with your mother.
All right, I want to talk one more thing before we wrap this shit
Okay.
up. Toronto Film Festival is
Ooh.
currently going on right now. There's
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of there's a lot of hoopla.
Hoopla.
Nicknamed Tiff.
Tiff,
You see
short
what
for
they
Tiffany
did? They
Smith. I don't know if
shortened
she's
it.
there or not,
She
but
might be.
Tiff, another one of these festivals.
Toronto.
Here's these things about a lot of these things.
Talk to me about it.
That's
I'm
my
listen-
quote for 2018. Here's these things about a lot of these things. Hype is a funny thing.
It is.
It's a very, very funny thing. And also, along with hype, and because, preference. When these things happen, these festivals or whatever, yada, 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 these stories come out about these movies and how amazing they are. Oh, it's so brave.
You must
It's
follow Scott
this.
Mance on
A
Twitter.
tour de force.
I do follow Scott Mance, but he's the one exception that I'll follow. Everybody else is muted on Twitter. Everybody else.
But he has loved every movie at Tiff.
It's very
so
true,
far. Loved
and I
every
do think,
single
and I don't mean to be negative. For
I
this.
love him.
I don't. I hate to be negative because I found a new light. I like to be a little bit more positive.
Okay.
But for 1 second, I'm just gonna be a little bit negative. And he's the one a bit of optimism that I think everybody needs in life.
No
Yeah.
problem.
I told him to his face one time. I didn't have coffee this morning, but I knew you were gonna be in, and that just made it better.
He's
And
human
said,
coffee.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and the things that tick me off about these festivals are when these movies come out, all the movies are like praised.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Best thing of the year.
best thing of the year. Everyone's working on their tweets.
Look out for these people during Oscar
They're
season.
they're
Look
they're
out for 'em.
tweeting. They're orchestrating this tweet that has to be perfect and
Yes.
so emotional.
They proofread the shit out of it, then
Yeah,
misspell the word.
I've seen
book.
it in person. I've
Yeah.
seen it happen. Now, first of all, it's a movie. Okay, it's a movie. It's just a film, and I love movies. Okay, I love to watch a movie, be enthralled by what's going on, the themes and everything that's going on here, and I like to be, I like to get taken away to another world, but at the same time,
You don't like to brag that you're seeing a movie 3 months before everyone else.
yes,
Is that where you're going?
sort of.
No,
But
no,
yes.
that's where I was going.
That's where
Sorry.
he's going. But where I'm going with this is that calm down. It's just a movie. It's not the fucking greatest thing on the planet.
Sure.
Because I try to avoid people's reviews all the time before seeing it. Halloween, for example.
Okay.
I didn't want to see a whole lot. So I knew that
Is it
people,
at TIFF?
It was at TIFF. And people were just like, I was shaking. It was oh my God. I'm like, and I'm
It
just
was
like,
shaking.
I'm sure.
shaking.
And look, out of all people.
The only time I've
am
ever
looking-
shaken is during Eddie Money's "Shaken."
Okay.
It's a song from the '80s.
Okay.
Sorry.
Physically shaking. Yes, there you go.
She was shaking.
All I'm trying to say is that calm down.
Snapping her fingers.
I'm
I'm
sure
with
the
you.
movies are gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I just hate just seeing of course everyone's gonna love these movies because
Are we running out of adjectives?
maybe I don't know. Everyone's gonna love them. The filmmakers are there. The actors are there. Of course, everyone's gonna have a positive feeling. They're in a different country. If you're not already Canadian.
Do you guys have you ever been to a film festival?
I have not.
Yeah.
Have
I
you
have.
ever been?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was lucky enough one year to go to Sundance.
Oh, nice.
This was in 2010.
Good
Was it
year.
just
Okay.
fucking
Graduated high
brilliant
school.
and amazing?
I legitimately got there and I kind of said to myself, "This is it."
Yeah.
Well, you just go to a city.
You do.
You just go to a city and you see some movies.
So, and I had no idea that you couldn't get, I thought that everybody just went to movies the whole time. Really, what Sundance is that everybody from LA goes and then they pay a $100 cover charge to get into parties that are too crowded.
That's what they tell people. They're like, we got to hang out more.
Yeah,
Totally. It's
Yeah,
it's
that's
co-
like-
it's Comic-Con in snow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ugh, Comic-Con parties.
So I went to Sundance thinking, oh, I'm going to go see all these movies. This is going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I didn't know anything. I don't do any research. I don't
Yeah.
read. I
don't read.
I thought I went to this thing and there's movie theaters everywhere, and you're like, hey, you go to this, you go to this, you go to this.
Also,
No.
I'm not trying to knock film festivals because I love the idea.
You're knocking the actual people's reaction.
Yeah, it's just like
The hyperbole of the
yeah,
moment.
it's
where
like
you're
it's
everything's
like
the greatest.
They
thing in
have
the
to
world.
like show
Correct.
off that I'm here, I'm special, I'm better than you.
Right.
Also, I'm getting into all these parties. Look at me.
Right.
And it's like you're just watching a movie and critiquing it.
No.
You know, and I'm not trying to like downgrade that, saying that's like a very easy thing to do. But I just, it's just like I don't care if a movie has a fucking 5-minute standing ovation because
Yeah.
that doesn't
It's
fucking
always
happen.
8 minutes.
It's always like an
8
8-minute
minutes.
standing ovation.
Yeah.
which
What-
is so stupid.
First of all, no, it didn't.
No, of course not.
They're
It-
rounding up.
Yes.
Just slightly. Like in my high school football program, my buddy was like 6'6", 270.
Mm-hmm.
He's like 6'3", 215. Okay, these movies. Okay, so I went to Sundance. Then they're like, "Oh, you need this pass and this."
There
pass
wasn't
and
even
this
any
pass.
sun. It was
None.
gloomy.
It was snowed
Or
the whole damn
dance.
time.
There's no dancing.
Nobody was dancing.
No.
Too cold.
So I get there. I'm like, oh, let's go see this movie. Let's go see this movie. So I show up, and they're like, so that's the line for general admission. Do you have a silver pass? Do you have a gold
Oh.
pass?
Are
Do
you
have a
important
premium
enough
critic
to get
pass?"
one of these?
Wait,
Yeah.
what's your outlet?
Yeah.
Are you an influencer or are you a critic?
This was before the term influencer was even a thing.
Oh, it's
I
the worst.
hate that word
Okay.
so much.
So I get to Sundance. I don't get into any movies. I was only there for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I got into was a shorts festival screening
Ooh,
of
okay.
9 shorts.
Like
They were all short
films.
not short pants.
Okay, like actual shorts. 'Cause that would have been cool.
Yeah, just like you look at a short pair of shorts
Mm-hmm.
for a minute.
You get cargo, you get jeans,
Yeah,
yeah.
Then an 8-minute standing ovation.
Short
Yeah, of
shorts.
course.
And then
Greg
the
shorts.
next-
All
Oh
of them
my
in their
God.
short shorts.
Yeah.
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 Did you
Did you see those
3
shorts?
pockets?
Can you?
3.
There's 3, not
They
4.
had a phone in that pocket. That's
There was
crazy.
one
You
in the
couldn't even
back.
tell the phone
No,
was
you
in
couldn't
it.
get it.
2 on the side.
God.
So I go to
Holy
this
shit.
short film festival.
Mm-hmm.
One of the films was like 7 minutes, and it was just 2 dudes in Argentina, and at the end, the one jerked the other one off.
Okay.
That is art.
Yeah.
That
One of them
Sounds
was
bizarre.
a story about alcoholics where one died.
Okay.
It was
So sad.
it was really bad in the sense
Okay.
of I watch it and I think to myself, okay, and how did this get in here now?
Yeah.
And why is this in Sundance?
Mm.
Also, the other thing you learn about a lot of these film festivals, because I was talking to a lot of people that were there and
Okay.
actual, premium club members at some of these parties I was lucky enough to get into.
Yeah.
Just totally jerking off dudes from Argentina.
Yeah.
as you do.
I said, they said, 10% of movies from here get bought. The other 90% you'll never see. You'll
Oh,
never
wow.
see them. So at TIFF, you only hear about the movies that probably have distribution and you're going to see. And
Yeah.
also, if you've ever been, you guys have been to premieres of movies before.
yeah.
The energy in the room at a premiere is unlike any time else that you ever see the movie.
Yeah.
People are so excited. They're
Yeah.
clapping for names in
Yeah.
the credits.
Yeah.
They're doing this. They're cheering. They're yelling. They're screaming because they know those people. I went to the premiere of Pineapple Express. Okay?
Nice.
This is one of my first
good
premieres
movie.
when I moved out. And the room was
Timely
on
for Halloween.
fire.
Same director.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Timely. What?
Same director as Halloween, Josh,
Okay. Sorry.
which was also at TIFF.
Yeah. Cool.
So scary.
Everybody was high and
Shaking.
everybody was so excited. And
Yeah.
the place was laughing so hard. And I walked out thinking, was that good or was it just the room? And then I went to see it again with friends and I watched it and I was like, I don't
weren't
think I
crazy
like
about
this
it.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the sense at TIFF is everybody's like, have you seen Beetle Boy McBeatles? And they're like, no. It's like, it's a story about a man dressed as a beetle.
With
and
shorts.
his family doesn't know, and he's wearing beetle shorts. And the entire film is based solely around the
Yeah.
motif of beetles. It'll change your life about
Yeah.
the actual beetle. We'll never see that movie.
No. Never.
Never see it.
No.
Okay?
Yeah.
They release a lot of movies that already have distribution to get them hyped up. They're like,
Yeah.
I saw A Star Is Born, Lady Gaga, and the entire
Like that
cast.
movie wasn't going to get distribution before.
You know,
Yeah, exactly.
Bradley
Yeah.
Cooper directed it.
Yeah,
for
they're just
Christ's
trying to
sake.
build
Lady
up hype.
Gaga is in a starring role in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
People are going to see it.
Correct.
Yeah. I just don't like the pretentious what this movie does for this genre will further prove that this genre is a genre. It's just like
This movie
Like,
will
just
change your life.
calm down. Everybody calm down.
Toronto
Yeah.
Film Festival called it a masterpiece of masterpieces. Donnie McBeatles McBeatle.
Oh my
Also, it was booed for 4 minutes.
Oh,
Sorry
yes.
about that.
Everybody always boos it.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, Cannes Film Festival, booed.
Yeah.
Drive,
Of course.
booed.
It was booed.
Drive was booed?
Yeah. Medea, a boo story, Booed.
Yeah.
Food. Yeah.
That one was
Yeah,
just
sure.
that just
Boo.
word. Yeah, booed.
I'm
yeah.
trying to think of other ghost.
Das Boot.
Oh, booed.
Duh.
Nice.
Um,
That was good. I got nothing else.
Ghost.
Booed.
Yeah.
Man.
Well
yeah.
done.
Thank you.
Nailed
Yeah,
that.
I try.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just some of those things just tick me off sometimes.
I'm with
know.
you.
We're,
I'm
we're-
with you.
we obviously have like friends and people that we work with
Yeah.
that are at these things.
There's nothing
and-
wrong if you're there, if you're excited about the movies you
No,
watch. There's
trust
nothing
me.
wrong
The
with
Mark
that.
Ellis tweets that were great. He's like,
Oh,
saw
I
this.
love Ellis.
Good.
Yeah.
Ellis like
Yeah.
the
Saw
only
that.
you
Good.
can Ellis like the only ones that I like follow and not muted.
Right.
Everyone else is just I don't care what you say.
I love Gray Drake, but I've seen probably like 5 or 6 of her tweets from Tiff, and
I
they're
still- I-
all.
I didn't mute
And
her.
I
I
love
liked
Drake,
her.
but she's like, I was brought to my knees. I'm like, you were sitting. I don't think you were.
I would love to
I-
see someone actually like.
See, the
I'm
thing is
gonna
with-
call her out
on
there.
their
See,
knees.
see
I
the
really
thing with
am.
Gray though is like I always just hear her voice.
I know.
and I always think like
I'm smiling
she's having
'cause
fun
she's
with
the
it.
best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she really is the best. But yeah, I don't know. Just get off your high horses. You know, it's just a film festival.
I'd really like for you to go to.
Oh
a
no!
couple
Hey,
big film
hey,
festivals,
Tiff.
and I want to see your. I want to see.
If
your
you want to
tweets.
take me, see, I would love to
Cody
go.
and I are gonna be back here in Riverside,
Yeah.
getting assaulted outside of bars.
Yeah.
and it would be
Then
like,
going to Six Flags.
oh,
Yeah.
gosh, like,
You know what we should
the
do?
chair. It's a story about a guy's chair.
Well, see, look, me and Cody, we went
Told
to
throughout multiple generations
Of
of the
chairs.
chair.
me and Cody, we went to the Rogue One, not the Rogue One, the fucking Han Solo
Solo
screening.
premiere.
The solo premiere. And you know,
Together.
we didn't tweet anything.
Not
Actually,
solo.
we missed an opportunity because we didn't tweet anything because we're just like we're here to enjoy the
Sure.
event. I don't want
was
to like
fine.
I don't need to tweet to
Yeah.
let people know that I'm here or to let them know my initial reaction after just watching the movie, which will probably change sometime down the line.
100%.
But there was one photo that Ken took of us right in front of the logo that was incredibly blurry that I should have fucking posted because that would have been funny.
Yeah.
Because of all these people have taken pictures and stuff. Oh, I'm at the
Taking
premiere. Here my
pictures to make sure
dress.
it's
Look at
right.
me. I'm pretty. It would
And
have been
cop
funny.
just blurry in
Just
front of the
blurry
logo.
ass fucking photo.
That'd
One
been
of
good.
one of the worst things I've done in my life. Now I'd take that back because that's very hyperbole. I just went full Tiff.
You went
I was
full
like,
Tiff there.
One of the worst things I've ever seen.
It was booed. Booed.
So I had to go to Riley's house. It was right around Christmas time, and wait for tweets to pour in from The Last Jedi to report
right.
Oh,
to
I
report
hate
to
that
the
Christmas
creators
party,
on a
right?
Video
Yeah.
about
I'm so
people's
sorry.
initial reactions on social media to The Last Jedi.
I'm not a
After
fan
that,
of
I said,
that.
you know what? I'm gonna go walk into Sunset Boulevard. I'm gonna stay in the middle. If car hits me, it hits me. I'm done. This is when I know my career's hit the ultimate low. So
I understand.
I love
Well-
you guys though. And
love you
I
too.
think of all the podcasts. This one brought me to my knees.
Well, real quick before we wrap
I am
this up.
shaken after this podcast.
I am shook.
Yeah.
We do have a question from our Patreon. Which
Okay.
I almost forgot
Sure.
about.
Just one?
Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. So we have a $10 tier where we have people call in. We had some tech issues recently. Brian's equipment, something happened. Whether or not it's not his fault. It's definitely not. He knew the risks, but
my bad.
he's got new equipment, and we're gonna be working on that very soon. But for a $10 peeps, we like for them to send us video messages or now like an audio message, and only one person decided to do that. So we're gonna try to actively work on a system that can, because I get it, like if people don't want to send a
tough.
video, but if you want to send us an audio message, something, I want something very special for those $10
It's like my
peeps.
sister-in-law. She sends only audio text. It's very not annoying.
Okay, all right. Well, here's the question from Giorgio. God, I can't say. Hold on. Giorgio Miraflor. There we go.
Miraflor.
How's it going, Wangers? This is Giorgio Miraflor from St. Petersburg, Florida.
Nice.
And my question to you is, in a couple of weeks, I'm actually going to be heading to New York to a screening for my film at a festival.
Hey.
And I was just wondering if you have any tips on where to go, where to drink, where to eat. Because it's going to be a 3-day kind of weekend, and the festival is only like 2 of those nights. So I'm looking to pack in some time in between. Thanks for taking my question, brothers. Wang out.
Wang out, homie.
Hang out.
Well, congratulations first
Yes,
off,
Giorgio.
Giorgio. That's
Well,
awesome.
That is.
I'm sure it will bring us to our knees.
Don't tweet about it. No.
Yeah.
I'm not too. I've been to New York like 3 times.
I've only been once. Yeah.
We were there.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
there.
Went like 3 blocks. That was about as
I
far as
leave
I
in that
went.
hotel with all you West Coast
Yeah.
dum-dums. Frank saying when we walked out, he whispered to me, "How do people live like this?"
Oh, jeez.
It wasn't even that cold. It really
No,
wasn't
I got
that
used to
bad.
it very quickly. I
Yeah.
got used to it very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say.
I lived in New York for 2 years.
So
I-
you would know all the spots.
I could give you a
Artichoke
couple.
Pizza is a great place that Adam Smith showed us the last time. You weren't there for that one, for New York Comic Con. I went to New York Comic Con.
Oh, did you go? I
went
didn't
to
go
New
to
York
that
Comic-Con.
one. Yeah.
Did it bring you to your knees?
I was shaking that this pizza was so good.
The Game of Thrones panel.
They answered fan questions.
At one point, Hodor stood up and they
Hodor!
clapped. Sorry.
It is a time of time.
It really is.
It's a moment for memories.
It was an hour of 45 minutes that flew by.
Can we go? Okay, fine. We'll go to Six Flags only if you guys tweet out pretentious tweets after every single
Tatsuo
ride.
transcends generations of movement and gravity. Yes.
Batman.
My body was hanging lifeless, but my mind was thrilling, filled of life.
My life meant nothing.
This ride brought me to my knees, but to vomit.
Yes.
After
When I
went on it
die,
7
I want the
times.
word Tatsu on my grave.
But for Giorgio,
yeah.
what places?
Okay.
What places?
So
you
I'm a
can
Lower
recommend?
Manhattan guy. That's where I lived when I lived in New York. It's funny because New York is very easy to navigate on the subway, but only on certain parts. So if you live on the east side, rarely do you get to the west side. If you live downtown, rarely do you get uptown.
Downtown.
And I would go uptown because I was dating a girl that lived in 83rd Street, but I lived all the way down in Chinatown.
83rd Street.
Yeah, right near Brother Jimmy's. If you like barbecue, check out Brother Jimmy's or Dinosaur
There you go.
Bar. There's a Dinosaur Barbecue that's incredible. There's one in
Dinosaurs.
one in Harlem. There's one in East Harlem. I forget where there's another one downtown. There's a place called Prince Street Pizza. It's newish, but it's unbelievable. There's also a place called Pomodoro, and there's
Okay.
also a place called Lombardi's. They're all within each other on like Prince and Mulberry, Spring and Mulberry.
Is there a pizza place called like Ray's or something?
There's
like
Ray's,
that?
there's Famous Ray's, there's
Famous
Famous Original Ray's. There's a bunch.
There's a lot of Rays. Get your Rays.
But they're
together.
all of the Rays are very good.
Yeah.
There's also a place called Pizza 33 on 33rd and 3rd that is fantastic.
This is amazing. I
I'm-
love
wow.
every bit of this.
I'm
Go on.
a very big, obviously, pizza proponent.
Okay.
I love pizza.
Anywhere I went in New York.
And there's literally everywhere you can drink.
Yes.
Everything's open till like 4 or 5 in the morning.
fantastic.
Which I did hear that they're trying to change here in LA.
oh, they're trying to
Some-
extend.
Really?
Yeah, I heard some places like in
Yes.
Long Beach, LA, and somewhere else. But
Covina.
I heard that they're maybe Covina.
Yeah,
I
of
heard that
course.
they're trying to
Right
change.
next to the Home Goods.
They're trying to change it to like 4 a.m. as opposed to 2 a.m.
That's
so.
tough. That's dangerous, but fun.
I don't know. We'll see. But check out all those places.
Yeah, and as far as bars go, my favorite bar was right on my corner. It's called the Mul. It's called, Jesus, I can't believe this.
It's called something.
It's called Spring Lounge.
Okay.
Sorry. It's called Spring Lounge on the corner of Spring and Mulberry. There's a shark on the wall. They have a shark head on the wall. It's an amazing dive bar. It's very small, and they don't serve food, so you can bring your own foods, and you can bring in the pizza from across the street or next door into Spring Lounge. And
That's
you're
kind of
good.
fun. You
Yeah.
bring food in there.
Any
like that.
place in Lower Manhattan. There's also an amazing deli called Katz's. That's where Harry met Sally.
Oh, okay.
It's right
There's
on-
also
Oh,
a
that's
lot of,
where that happens.
There's a lot of great delis.
Yeah,
like in
tons.
every corner. Delis are like a thing.
Yeah.
Head to the East Village if you want Two Boots Pizza. That's pretty good. St. Mark's Place has some awesome bars. If you want anything that's reasonable, you got to head south of Houston.
I think he wants something that's going to bring him to his knees.
Oh, then go to Prince Street Pizza. Get the Sicilian pepperoni.
Ooh. With that being
Groundbreaking.
said, Josh Macuga, thank you so much for joining
Dude,
us.
always a pleasure. Love you guys.
Oh, I love you too. We got some things planned for the future.
Yes.
We are going to have a little Patreon section where we're going to talk fantasy football.
Oh,
We got some fantasy football stuff to talk with our patrons and the pick'ems for the week. So don't worry, Cody's going to prepare for that as I do a little outro here. Josh Macuga, the afternoons, the Josh Macuga Show. All those links will be down in the description.
Cool, thank you.
Hashtag Josh Macuga for Jeopardy.
throw the hashtag down
You
there.
never know. By now, it could have been announced already.
Hey,
He's got a beard. You can
tag
have a
at
beard.
Jeopardy on Twitter, Instagram. Hashtag it. Post. If I gave you a button at the live Schmodown, if I've ever given you a button, take a picture of it.
Bombard the shit
it on a
out of
pillow.
Jeopardy. We're going to make it happen. We're
Thanks,
going to make
buddy.
it happen. Is there anything else you would like to plug?
No.
TV Talk is back. Collider.
TV Talk is back.
Yes.
Yeah,
You're on
me and
Collider
Dad
Live.
Williams, yeah.
You're at Collider now.
I am.
You're
Back.
alive
I am.
at Collider for now.
Correct.
Until
I
you
get
see
tired
another
again,
Exodus.
It happens.
It does happen.
It's the ups and downs of entertainment.
You knew the risk.
Yeah, I did.
You knew the risk.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, let's take us out. Oh, yeah. Subscribe to the channel. Patreon.com/Wangers. iTunes, Spotify, all that stuff. We appreciate all the support. I mean, let the music play.
That's just great. Great work, guys. Great work. Let's just let's stand up here for 8 minutes approximately. Great job. Great job. I don't know if I can clap for 8 minutes in a row.
Bravo!
This is fantastic.
woo!
Holy shit. That scene,
I
Cody?
mean, I'm brought to my knees even though I'm standing. I
That
gotta
scene,
say,
Cody.
Josh just hit a light, and
Cody, that scene.
this podcast almost killed Josh. That's what I want to say. Oh, wow.
Don't worry, the music's playing over
That
us right now.
scene. Woo! Woo! Man. It's a lot harder to clap when you have a wedding ring on. I want to point that out.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of hurts your hands after a little bit. Especially, I don't know if there's any married people clapping for 8 minutes in a row. But, man, that would hurt. Woo! Josh is
That
done.
was 40 seconds of clapping.
I don't know
Just
how
wanted to
else.
point that out to everybody. 40 seconds.
Woo!
Don't clap for movies at the end. It's stupid.
All right.
All right, Josh, we got a little Patreon section left over.